Welcome back to my playthrough of Warcraft 3. We are going to be starting the Undead campaign today. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how nice this particular campaign screen looks. Like the Aurora Borealis in the background. Anyway, Chapter 1, Trudging Through the Ashes. The Lich King's plague of undeath has spread through the capital city and into the outskirts of Lordaeron. Shocked and disheartened by the loss of their beloved king, the forces of Lordaeron were scattered by the ravenous undead warriors. Now Lordaeron is but a shadow of its former glory, and Prince Arthas is yet to be seen.
What trickery is this? Mal'Ganis! I don't know how you survived, but
Calm yourself, Prince Arthas. I am Tichondrius. Like Mal'Ganis, I am a Dreadlord. But I am not your enemy. In truth, I've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
By killing your own father and delivering this land to the Scourge, you have passed your first test. The Lich King is pleased with your enthusiasm.
Yes. I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved in his name. And I still feel no remorse, no shame, no pity.
The rune blade that you carry was forged by the Lich King and empowered to steal souls. Yours was the first one it claimed.
Then I'll make do without one. What is the Lich King's will?
The cult of the damned must be rallied once again. Many of the acolytes have been in hiding amongst the populace. Once you've rallied them, I will give you further instructions.
I think there were sound effects playing during that cutscene that aren't supposed to be playing.
Tread lightly. Finally. No one.
So Arthas has spontaneously lost all of his items and experience, and is now a level 1 Death Knight. Death Coil is basically the exact opposite of Holy Light.
What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Greetings, great lord. Our master, Kel'Thuzad, told us that you would come.
Kel'Thuzad? How could he have known it?
Be wary. If the townsfolk see your undead minions, they'll call the local guards to stop you.
So at least Arthas has a horse now.
This is more.
This is a sort of stealth mission.
Frostmourne hunger.
You can just speed run through it and run up to all the acolytes, and the enemy won't really be able to catch up to you. But I will try to play it up, play it as more of a actual stealth mission.
This is more like it.
So the acolytes that you want are in red.
Finally.
Oh,
This is
the
more
undead
like
has returned.
Finally. At last. Frostmourne
The undead!
hungers.
Sound the alarm!
Arm yourselves!
Must be.
Tread lightly.
Seek out the local graveyards. Those buried there will serve you well.
Frostmourne hungers. At last.
Help! The undead
For
has
the
returned.
Lich King.
Must be.
No one orders me around.
There are a total of
Frostmourne
25
hungers.
acolytes on the map.
Finally.
On hard mode, you need 24.
What needs revealing? I go unseen.
Now, you do want to avoid engaging these guys. You can either avoid them altogether or
Tread lightly.
You can
No one
pull a
orders me
few of them
around.
at a time.
This is more like it.
The undead! Sound the alarm!
Finally,
The damned stand
this is
ready.
more like it. Tread lightly.
I shall be your eyes. All shall be revealed.
No one orders me around. Finally, this is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally, Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. Finally, Frostmourne hungers. Finally, at last.
I bow to
Tread
your
lightly.
will. What needs revealing? I go unseen.
What is it now? This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Frostmourne
I live
hungers.
only to serve, great lord.
At last.
I shall be your eyes. All shall be revealed.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
My sight is yours.
Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. At last. Finally. At last.
Help!
I'll make
The
sure
undead
you
has
suffer.
returned.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
The damned
Finally.
stand ready.
At last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Finally. At last. This is more like it.
I shall be your eyes.
What is it now? Finally.
What needs revealing?
No one orders me around.
Now, instead
I
of
shall
going
be
through the
your
front
eyes.
entrance, there's a side passage
Frostmourne
here.
hungers. At last. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around.
My life for Nazul. What needs revealing? I go unseen. Let's see. I go unseen.
Tread lightly.
The undead!
Your pain shall be
Sound the
legendary.
alarm!
This is more like
Mercy,
it.
my lord!
You will know endless torment.
Help! The undead have
At
returned.
last.
The undead! Sound the
Frostmourne
alarm!
hungers.
If you anger these guys
This
or
is more like
alert
it.
My
them,
life for
you
Nazul.
can't really
At last.
get them all.
This is more like it. At last.
Bastard.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Unholy Hour is a much better pick than Death Pact, since Death
at
Pact is
last. Finally.
all about killing your own units just to gain some
Frostmourne
health back.
hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Fortunately, the
Frostmourne
enemy
hungers.
guard
My
has
sight is yours.
pretty low attention
No
span.
one orders me around.
I
This is
bow
more
to
like
your
it.
will.
And there's these guys.
What is it now?
Who are a Fight Club reference, of
Speak,
course.
fool. What is it now?
But notably, they will also
I shall
not.
be your eyes. I'll look into it.
They
Tread
will
lightly.
not alert the town guard.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it.
I'm in luck. These graves were dug recently.
Arise in the name of the Lich King. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne
My
hungers.
life for Ner'zhul.
Ah, at last. What is it now?
So now that we
Frostmourne
actually have
hungers.
some units,
Ah, at
we can
last.
fight some of these guards.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. What is it now? Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Finally. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. What is it now? Finally. No one orders me.
I did lose a skeleton warrior because I was looking away.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it now? No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Must be.
No one orders me around. Ah,
How could
at
you
last.
murder your own father?
Speak, fool. I'll be sure to suffer. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. What is it now? Tread lightly. Speak, fool.
So the reason I came back here is that if he destroyed this barracks, and kill that horse, he'll get a ring of protection +2. It is a little tedious, though, because the barracks takes a while to kill. But since the ghouls can fit through the gaps, you can speed up how fast you kill it by running them through.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
For some reason, they felt the need to remind you of that. I guess maybe some players were
This is more like it.
Run!
Frostmourne hungers.
maybe getting confused at that part.
At last. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Faithless coward. At last. Speak, fool. Finally.
The damned stand ready.
Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly.
Must be.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. At last. I'll make sure you suffer.
Must be.
What is it now? This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne
I
hungers.
bow to your will.
Imagine finding out your husband was a cultist all along. That's what that villager who ran into the house is now
Frostmourne hungers.
experiencing.
This is more like it. Finally. Faithless coward. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it.
The damned stand ready.
At last. What is it? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The damned
Frostmourne
stand ready.
hungers. At last. Speak, fool. Now, Frostmourne.
What needs revealing?
No one orders me around.
I live only to serve your gods. My sight is yours. I go unseen. All shall be revealed.
What is it now?
What needs revealing?
Tread lightly.
There's an acolyte hiding in the sheep here.
Finally.
I don't know why he's there, but
My
he
light
is.
shall be your eyes. I go unseen. Let's see.
No one orders me around.
My sight is yours.
Tread
The
lightly.
undead!
I bow to
Sound the
your
alarm!
There's one there.
At last. Frostmourne hungers.
Mercy, my lord.
At last. Frostmourne
Mercy, my lord.
hungers. At last.
There's one there.
To serve, great lord.
You've betrayed us all!
By the way,
Frostmourne hungers.
you can't actually
At last.
you can actually kill the children
Endless
here.
torment. Finally.
Kill them all!
Last. This is
Help,
more like
the
it.
undead have returned.
Finally.
Oh, the undead have returned.
I shall be your eyes.
No one orders me around. This is more like it. At last.
You should burn in hell. What needs revealing? I go unseen.
What is it now? I'll make sure you suffer.
I shall be your eyes. All shall be revealed. I'll look into it.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is
The
more
damned
like it.
stand ready.
The
Finally.
dead have risen again.
This is more
Mercy,
like
my
it.
lord.
The
Frostmourne
damned
hungers.
stand ready.
Finally. At last.
And there's one last secret. You'll need to press A and left click onto trees with ghouls to find it.
Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Finally.
And once you've done
Frostmourne
that,
hungers. At last. This is more like it.
over in this area are some golems. You'll need to
Frostmourne
lure them over
hungers.
here.
This is more like it.
Because
Frostmourne
Arthas still
hungers.
can't go through those trees unless you, unless you knock these ones down as well.
What is it now? Tread lightly. This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. What is it now? You will know endless torment. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. Tread lightly.
The golem is being very annoying.
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. This is more like it.
Come
Tread
on,
lightly.
dude.
What is it now? No one orders me around.
And after all that, I'm still not
Frostmourne
close enough
hungers.
to pick up the gauntlets of ogre strength, so I'm gonna have to take out these trees.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. What is it now? This is more like it. Finally.
You can skip that
This is
secret
more
if you
like
want. It's not like Gauntlets of Ogre Strength are so incredibly good that you have to have them.
Must be.
No one orders me around.
You can also find a Scroll of Healing there. In the interest of time, I'm just going to skip it rather than hack down even more trees.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more
The
like it.
undead! My lord. Sound the alarm!
What needs revealed?
No one orders me around.
I shall be your
And the last group of 4 acolytes is here.
I go unseen.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. For the Lich King. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. What is it now? Finally. No one orders
I
me
bow
around.
to your will.
Well done, Death Knight. The cult is nearly assembled.
Lordaeron lies in ashes. What good are these cultists to us now?
They will aid you in your next undertaking.
And what's that?
You will go to Underhall and recover the remains of the Acolyte's former master, the necromancer, Kel'Thuzad.
Chapter 2, Digging Up the Dead. The next morning on the outskirts of Anderhall.
What the hell is that?
Come on, Arthas, you've seen meat wagons before.
This crude contraption will allow you to transport the remains of our master.
Can you not simply raise the remains when we find them?
Pardon, Lord, but a being of Kel'Thuzad's power can only be reanimated at a nexus of powerful ley energies. And there are no such places.
Yeah,
in
so
this
being
land.
so powerful he was
Very well,
one-shotted
then.
by Holy
Let's
Light.
move out.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. I'll make sure you suffer.
Your pain shall be legendary.
No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. Ah,
Arthas,
at la-
stop this madness before it's too late.
Stand aside, brother. I've come to collect some old bones and I don't wish to be disturbed.
What is it now?
Finally.
You will know endless torment.
Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Your pain shall be legendary.
What is it? Now, Frostmourne.
Faithless coward.
Tread lightly. What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
I can't believe that we ever called you brother. I knew it was a mistake to accept a spoiled prince into our order. You've made a mockery of the Silver Hand.
So your meat wagon's on help, but you should use attack round. Fire at specific locations that won't hurt your ghouls.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it? I'll make sure you suffer. Frostmourne hungers.
And there's nothing in these buildings, so...
Ah, at last.
Come along now, Necromancer. The powers that you once served have need of you again.
Told you, my death would mean little.
What the? Am I hearing ghosts now?
It is I, Kel'Thuzad. I was right about you, Prince Arthas.
It took you long enough. These remains are badly decomposed. They will never survive the trip to Quel'Thalas.
Quel'Thalas?
Yes. Only the energies of the High Elves' Sunwell can bring Kel'Thuzad back to life.
Then what must be done?
You must steal a very special urn from the Paladin's keeping. Place the Necromancer's remains within it, and he will be well protected for the journey.
As you wish.
I bid it, Master. My fate is sealed. Speak, fool. Worst blight is created when undead structures are summoned. Buildings can only be summoned onto blight, with the exception of the necropolis.
This is more like it.
So this is the Undead base building tutorial.
Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. You will know endless torment.
The undead must haunt the gold mine before the acolytes can begin harvesting gold.
So this wizard is actually supposed to drop a voodoo doll for +1 intelligence.
At last.
I don't know why he doesn't.
I bow to your will.
Supposed to, in that I've looked at this mission in the level editor, and he's flagged to drop a voodoo doll, but for some reason just doesn't. It's not a big deal though, since +1 intelligence is
Summoning is complete.
not very good for an item.
When standing on blight, wounded undead units regenerate faster. Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. Summoning is complete.
What is it now? Frostmourne.
Summoning a graveyard will supply the undead army with fresh corpses.
This is more like it.
So take down the trees here, and
Finally.
go along this pathway.
Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally.
What the hell is that?
Oh, we don't get to hear the Sasquatch noises. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'll just have to do my impression of them. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
This is more like it. Ah, at last.
So yeah, it's totally canon that there's a secret Sasquatch society.
Tread lightly. Summoning is... No one orders me. Speak, fool. Summoning. Tread lightly. This is more like
Fools harvest lumber for the undead army.
What is it? No one will be around.
Thy bidding, master. I cannot summon. Yes, master.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last.
Faithless coward.
And you get
No
class
one
of attack
orders
plus
me
6.
around. Frostmourne hungers.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. I cannot. Yes, master.
What is it now? No one orders me around.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it now?
Summoning finally. Thy bidding, master. I gladly obey. My fate is sealed.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Must be.
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Must be. Summoning is.
Speak.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
You can upgrade to tier 2 to get more meat wagons, but you don't really need them, so I'm just going to focus on getting as
I
many
wish
ghouls
only
as
to
possible.
Yes, master.
And for that reason, you don't really need to harvest any more lumber either.
Tread lightly.
Must be.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last.
Vile betrayer! You are not fit enough to even carry your father's name! Why Uther ever vouched for you is beyond me. You've stripped him of his honor by casting yours to the winds. Deserve a gruesome death, boy.
Speak. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
More gold is required.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. Finally. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Must be. Speak. What is it? Must be. No one orders me around. Speak, fool, for the Lich King. Tread lightly. At last. Our forces are under attack. This is what I get. Faithless coward. I'll make sure you serve. No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers. What is it? No one orders me. What is it now? At last. Speak, fool. Must be. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
If you take down these trees, you get that, which isn't... It's cute, but it's not really helpful. And you can see it as many times as you like by moving a unit back and forth.
Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. For the Lich King. No one orders me around. This is more like it. What is it now?
Light have mercy on you. Your betrayal has broken Uther's heart, boy. He would have given his life for yours in a second. And this is how you repay his loyalty?
Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it now? Must be. Tread lightly. What is it now? Now.
Our forces are under attack.
Tread lightly. Frostborn hunters. This coward. Speak. At last. No one orders me around.
So before we move on to the final part of the mission,
Speak, fool.
there is more of the map to be explored over here. Also, since this is Anderhall, if you look at the maps closely, especially like side by side, and compare them, this one with Human Chapter 4,
What is it now?
they are very similar.
Tread lightly. Must be. Speak, fool. What is it now? Speak. This is more. No one orders me around. What is it now? Finally. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Ah, at last.
So up ahead there's a
Frostborn
granite golem, which will use Thunderclap
No one orders
in
me
order
around.
to damage all if you surround it with ghouls. But you can reduce the amount of damage you take by taking Arthas and 2 ghouls. Once it uses Slam, I guess it's not Thunderclap.
What is it now? Tread lightly.
It only needs the golem only needs 3 targets
No one orders me
to
around.
in order to use
Tread lightly.
Slam. So just do that until the granite golem is out of mana, and then send in your ghouls. Otherwise, all of your ghouls will get hit with Slam.
Speak, fool.
This is very
At
worthwhile
last.
because you get a Pendant of Energy.
Frostborn hungers. This is more like it.
You can also kill stags so that your ghouls have something to cannibalize, since golems don't leave behind corpses.
No one orders me around. Frostborn hungers. This is more like
Help!
it.
The undead have
Finally.
returned.
Ah, at last. Finally.
You can find another
This
Sasquatch
is
over
more
here.
Like it. Finally. I'm sure to suffer. Tread lightly. Now, Frostborn.
Unfortunately, it
I'll
doesn't
make
drop
sure you
anything.
suffer. What is it now?
But there is a potion. There is a potion of healing, at least in the crates.
Must be. Tread lightly. This is more like it. No one orders me around. What is it now? Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. Must be.
I could have just death.
The undead have returned.
I could have just death coiled a ghoul instead of death coiling a villager for a ghoul to eat, but
Tread lightly.
that's not as cool.
I must feast.
I must feast on souls. I don't know why the last part of that line cut out.
I grow tired.
It happened again there. I grow tired of waiting.
No one orders me around.
Must be.
What is it now?
These are just like minor bugs that happen
Frostborn
because
hungers.
it's an old game being played on a new system.
Must be.
No one orders me around.
If you were playing this on
At
like a
last.
Windows XP when this first came out,
This is
you
more
wouldn't
like
encounter glitches like that.
What is it now?
Must be.
No one orders me around.
That was weird,
Ah,
because
at
that's
last.
only supposed to trigger when you go through there.
Speak, fool.
I don't know why that keeps happening.
No one orders me around.
Your father ruled this land for 70 years, and you've ground into dust in a matter of days.
Very dramatic, Uther. Give me the urn, and I'll make sure you die quickly.
The urn holds your father's ashes, Arthas. What? Were you hoping to piss on them one last time before you left his kingdom to rot?
I didn't know what it held. Nor does it matter. I'll take what I came for one way or another.
Must be.
What is it now?
So now we have to kill Uther. There isn't much to this. Just send in as many ghouls as possible. He's level 10, but he can't take out like 30 ghouls. One thing that you can do is that Uther will try to revive his supporting forces, but he can't do that if their corpses are being eaten by ghouls.
Speak, fool.
And of course, Uther has Divine Shield level 3. Well, actually, he's only using level 2, but still. It'd be even more annoying if it were level 3. Then we'd have to wait
No
45
one
seconds just to hit him.
Must be.
What is it now? Tread lightly. This is more like it.
I dearly hope that there's a special place in hell waiting for you, Arthas.
We may never know, Uther. I intend to live forever.
Frostmourne hungers. Now, Frostmourne. What is it now? I'll make sure you suffer.
Finally.
So if you want to,
Frostmourne
there's a
hungers.
scroll of protection down there.
This is more
But we don't
like
really
it.
have the inventory room, so
Speak, fool.
we'll just pick up the Urn of King Tyrannus and complete the mission.
Excellent work. Now your journey to Quel'Thalas can begin.
Tell him nothing. Only you can hear me. The Dreadlords cannot be trusted. They are the Lich King's jailers. I will tell you all when I walk this world again.
So that's going to do it for this video. I'll catch you in the next video when we start our conquest of Quel'Thalas. Bye.